Ladies and gentlemen, I've crafted a powerful motivational speech in the style you're looking for, packed with energy and conviction. Let me know if you want any refinements. I've expanded on the first keynote by delving deeper into how mental and emotional limitations keep us bound and how changing our mindset can lead to true freedom. Let me know if you need further refinements. I've expanded on the second keynote, emphasizing the power of taking action and not waiting for permission. Let me know if you need any refinements. I need you to hear me today, because what I'm about to say is not just another feel-good message. This is not just another motivational speech. This is a call to break out, to push forward, to move beyond the invisible walls that have kept you locked in place for far too long. You were never meant to live bound. You were never meant to walk around with shackles on your feet, weights on your shoulders, and ceilings pressing down on your dreams. But life, life, has a way of making you think that the walls around you are permanent, that the chains you wear are too strong to break, that your past is too heavy to release. But the devil is a liar. You do not have to stay where you are. You do not have to settle. You do not have to accept mediocrity when greatness is calling your name. Some of you have been sitting in the same place for years, watching, waiting, hoping, wishing, but never moving. You've let fear whisper in your ear that if you step out, you will fail. That if you take a risk, you will lose. That if you believe too hard, you'll end up disappointed. And so you've played it safe. You've stayed in the boat. You've hugged the shore, when all along there was something on the inside of you screaming to get out. The biggest obstacles in your life are not the ones you can see with your eyes. They are the ones that exist in your mind, in your spirit, in the deep places of your soul where insecurity, doubt, and past pain reside. They tell you that you are not enough. They convince you that you lack what it takes. They whisper in the stillness of the night that no matter how hard you try, you will always come up short. And because you have heard them for so long, you have started to believe them. You have started to agree with the very voices that were sent to keep you bound. But today I declare that those voices are liars. Those thoughts are thieves. They have stolen your confidence. They have robbed you of your courage. They have stripped you of your ability to dream without fear. But enough is enough. You were created for more than this. You were designed to walk in authority, to live in power, to move through this world as a force to be reckoned with. But as long as you let fear dictate your choices, as long as you allow doubt to chain your feet, you will never step into the fullness of who you were created to be. You cannot afford to let your mind be a prison. You cannot afford to let the past define your future. Yes, you have failed before, but failure is not final. Yes, you have been hurt, but pain does not have the right to shape your destiny. Yes, you have been rejected, but rejection does not mean you are not worthy. Everything you have been through was meant to stop you, but if you make up your mind today, right now, that you will no longer let your thoughts control you, that you will no longer let fear dictate your decisions, then you will begin to walk in a freedom you have never known. It starts with what you believe. It starts with what you tell yourself. It starts with the story you allow to play in your mind over and over again. If you keep rehearsing your failures, you will never see your future. If you keep repeating the lies that have been told to you, you will never walk in the truth of who you are. But if you change your mind, if you decide that today is the last day you will think small, the last day you will believe that you are not enough, the last day you will let fear have the final say, then everything will shift. Some of you have been waiting for someone to tell you that you are qualified, that you are worthy, that you have what it takes. But the truth is, you do not need anyone's permission to be great. Stop looking for validation in places that were never meant to give it to you. Stop waiting for an invitation to step into what has already been prepared for you. If you continue to wait on the time to move is now. And the only permission you need is the one you give yourself. Nobody's coming to rescue you. Nobody's going to hand you the life you desire. It is up to you to seize it, to claim it, to step into it without hesitation. The world does not reward those who wait for permission. It rewards those who take initiative. You must be willing to step out even when you don't feel ready. You must be willing to walk into rooms where you don't feel qualified. You must be willing to take up space, to own your voice, to stand in your power without apology. Opportunities will not always come knocking. Sometimes you have to build your own door. Sometimes you have to create the very thing you have been waiting for. Do not let fear talk you out of what is meant for you. Do not let doubt keep you from pursuing what is already yours. You have the power to shape your future, but you have to believe that there is no more time to sit back and wonder what could be. There is no more room for hesitation. You have permission to succeed, permission to be bold, permission to step into the fullness of your purpose. The only thing standing between you and your destiny is your willingness to move. So move, get up, step out. The world is waiting for you to show up as the person you were always meant to be. You have to understand that persistence is the key to unlocking the life you desire. Breakthroughs do not come to those who quit. Success does not favor those who give up. The difference between those who win and those who lose is not talent, not luck, not connections. It is the refusal to stop, the willingness to keep pressing forward when everything in you wants to quit. You are going to face opposition. You are going to encounter obstacles. There will be moments when you feel like you are pushing against an unmovable wall. But let me tell you something, walls crumble when you keep pushing. Doors open when you keep knocking. Victory comes to those who refuse to sit down and accept defeat. Your breakthrough is not in the dream alone. It is in the persistence to see it through, no matter the cost. Too many people give up too soon. They let frustration drive them back into complacency. They let rejection make them question their worth. They let failure convince them that it is final. But hear me today, failure is not your end. Rejection is not your final chapter. The struggle is only temporary if you refuse to let it define you. Every challenge, every setback, every delay is simply a test to see if you have the endurance to reach the promise that was meant for you. You do not get to quit. You do not get to stop. You do not get to bow out because the process is hard. Nothing worth having comes easy. Nothing great is birthed without a fight. You must be willing to endure, to outlast, to keep standing when everything in you wants to fall. Because persistence is what unlocks doors. Persistence is what moves mountains. Persistence is what shifts atmospheres. If you can hold on a little longer, if you can push a little harder, if you can keep believing even when everything says to give up, then you will see what was promised to you all along. I've expanded the speech by elaborating on persistence and endurance as the final key to unlocking one's full potential. Let me know if you need any adjustments.